Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 138. We got our nice little basketball mixer here with some Chronicles, some Mosaic, and Mosaic solo box. So good overall little mix here. Again, as always, 3 times on the team, 3 times on the names for the random. Let's get that underway. Hopefully everyone's having a good Friday on what is looking to be an absolute scorcher of a weekend. So 3 times on the names here. Once, twice, and third time. Yeah, this weekend is going to be toasty. So I will be stealing the air conditioner from our main room in the apartment and bringing it in here whenever I'm doing my sorting during the day, because it's going to be too hot. 3 times on the teams. Once, twice, and third time. I moved it out for the breaks, but that might change next week, so we'll see. David, you've got the Lakers. Jason, you've got the Grizzlies. Steven, you've got the Kings. Karambir, you've got the Cavaliers. Daniel, you've got the Jazz. Brian with the 76ers. Jason with the Raptors. Chuck with the Hawks. Ted, you've got the Pacers. Annie with the Clippers. Ivan, you've got the Pelicans. Martin with the Nuggets. Derek with the T-Wolves. Henry with the Heat. Kyle, you got Portland. Jacob with the Hornets. Lynn with the Celtics. Mark with the Bulls. Matthew with the Mavericks. Cody with the Rockets. Garrett, you've got the Pistons. Jordan Norris with the Magic. Kyle LeBlanc with the Wizards. Steven with the Spurs. Andrew with Golden State. Jake with the Knicks. Francis with the Bucks. Byron, you've got the Suns. Tony with OKC. And Gabriel with the Nets. So there are your teams. Man, it is just scorching hot out here. I know they said it might hit 40 plus, which is just like for the Fraser Valley is kind of unheard of. So especially in like June. I know it's almost July, but it's June. Let's be real here. It is June. Photoshop, why are you so slow sometimes? Photoshop is moving at a snail's pace here. So I will get the team viewer up as soon as it decides to speed up a little bit. All right. Right now, I mean, I can do a little check, but it is hot. I went disc golfing this morning, and at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, it was like 26, 27 already. So factor in humidity. But like specifically where I am, it is, I mean, it's what, 410, and it is, I think, like 33 degrees, so. Let's see, what's, it's 32 degrees, feels like 37 right now. And like the high of today was definitely, obviously it was hotter than that, but yeah, it was toasty. So the hottest it got today was 33 and felt like 40. So, and that's literally just unheard of for here. So yeah, kind of crazy. So it was a toasty one. All right, I don't see any action on the trade front, so let's get into the breaks. Let's start off with Chronicles, then we'll do the end on the Mosaic Blasters today. No, we'll end on the Mosaic Blasters. I think our luck was better when we were doing the breaks like that. So, yeah, it is not super fun. So, I might get up at really early hours tomorrow and go disc golfing again. Because, like, if you're not done by, like, 9 o'clock right now, you are burning. So, Langford for the Celtics. Again, good luck, everyone. Luka on the pink for the Mavericks. Terrence Davis for the Raptors on the Rookies and Stars. Ben Simmons for the 76ers. And Luka for the Mavericks on the marquee. But yeah, there were people like teeing off as I was leaving. And it was like, oh my gosh, you are going to be not having a good time. Jordan Poole for Golden State. Rui for Washington. We got PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. Keldon Johnson for the Spurs. And Trae Young on the pink for the Hawks. He has been just absolutely insane in the playoffs. Davis for the Raptors. Trae Young for the Hawks on the pink. Kendrick Nunn for the Heat on the Rookies and Stars. PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. And Carson Edwards for the Celtics. We got a Silver Crusades coming up. Nikhil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans on the Luminance. Jarrett Culver for the T-Wolves. And that's a pretty good Silver Crusades. Luka for the Mavericks. Is he video laggy? How's the video feed? Does it just kind of like stutter there? All right, I think we're back to normal. My computer's not too toasty. All right, but yeah, nice Lucas Silver there. Chris Middleton for the Bucks, and Hero for the Heat. And probably not the biggest card, but it's a Lucas Silver, which is tough to get, so we'll stand that for now. And not by no means the biggest card, but still a cool card. So. We got Doumbia for the Pistons. Jaren Jackson Jr. on the pink Chronicles base for the Grizzlies. Doumbia for the Pistons. RJ Barrett for the Knicks. And LeBron for the Lakers on the Essentials. Yeah, it looked like the video just kind of had like a little bit of a rough moment. Again, with the temperatures being hotter, it is more likely that my computer overheats. So just as a heads up. Garland for the Cavs. Morant for the Grizzlies. There's our first Morant. Did I just flip the opposite? Yep. Kai Bowman for the Golden State Warriors. Culver for the T-Wolves. And Ja Morant for the Grizzlies. So a couple of Jaws there. Nothing really major, but hey. Have not been hit like, we've been hitting him more recently, but nothing like major, so. Hunter for the Hawks. Well, that's another good Ja Morant. The Dunk Pink Luminance. LeBron for the Lakers. Drummond for the Cavs. And Jordan Poole for the Warriors. So nice pink posterize. That is really one of the like most iconic shots on a card in the past decade. It really is like just one of the coolest, like just shot wise, one of the coolest cards. So we got a Phoenix coming up. Hero for the Heat. Langford for the Celtics. Kobe White for the Bulls on the Phoenix rookie. Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans. And Basley for the Thunder. Again, Chronicles is just such a fun product to open because you get all the different subsets. I mean, generally speaking, every box feels different. We did have the one break where the boxes were nearly identical. So out of 2 random blasters, that was pretty insane to see, but all right. Here we go. pack numero 1. There we go. Well, it's LeBron on the front and LeBron on the back with a Ja pink for the Grizzlies on the Prestige. RJ for the Knicks on the Rookies and Stars. De'Aaron Fox for the Kings on the Chronicles base. And LeBron for the Lakers on the Marquee. So fourth jaw. That is making up for lost time here. Tybolt for the 76ers. Giannis for the Bucks. Keldon Johnson for the Spurs. Getting really, I love the Luminance photo shots. Kawhi for the Clippers on the Centrals, and Doumbia on the pink marquee for the Pistons. Kobe White for the Bulls. LeBron on the pink Luminance. Romeo Langford for the Celtics on the Rookies and Stars. James Harden for the Rockets, and Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. No silver this time. Davis for the Raptors. Culver for the T-Wolves. Kobe White for the Bulls on the Crusades rookie. Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz. And Rui for the Wizards. So a couple special Kobe White inserts there. Not horrible. Trae Young for the Hawks. Bradley Beal for the Wizards. Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans. Jarrett Culver for the T-Wolves. And Cody Martin for the Hornets. Kawhi for the Clippers. Cam Reddish for the Hawks. Well, how about another Ja Morant Luminance dunk? That's 4 in the last 2 breaks, I think. Doumbia for the Heat. For the Pistons on the Centrals, and Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans on the Pink Recon. I was going to say bring in the Heat with the Jaws, but like, you know, that's 2. So that's also the 5th Ja Morant rookie so far. And just good value overall. Giannis for the Bucks. Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. Nicolo Melli for the Pelicans. Melli for the Pellies. Giannis for the Bucks. And Romeo Langford for the Celtics. And last pack here. Let's see what we got. We got something. We got a flux coming, I think. Cam Reddish for the Hawks. Kobe White for the Bulls. And LeBron for the Lakers on the flux. Langford for the Celtics, and Rui for the Wizards. So, nice little LeBron there. Not the biggest pull, but still a cool card. So, I love the look of the fluxes. I know they don't sell super well, but... oh no, we were going to do the multi next, right? So far, so good. I mean, especially if you have the Grizzlies, you're stoked. Because, I mean, two of the rookies that you're looking for, like the main chase rookies, and then, you know, five total of your big guy, you take that. Alright, as always, we'll open up all the multi-packs, and we'll do the pinks first. Yep, pinks first, and then we'll do the regular packs after, because you never know what you're going to hit in the regular packs. Could be anything. Could even be a... Well, it can't be a pink camo. But you know what I mean. The pinks values are known. Like, as in you're getting pink camos every pack. The regular packs, you don't know. We haven't had a Jaw pink in a while. Nice to hit one. We've hit Zion like the last, it feels like the last few breaks we've always hit a Zion pink. Alright, here we go. Pink camo time. Honestly, I'm just gonna rip open all the pink camos and then go through them in a single stack. It'll be probably quicker because basketball there aren't really as many that are like Insta sleeves. There's a Clark. If I see like one of the big rookies, I'll pull it to the side, but. Well, both Grizzlies and Pelicans hitting, but not the right players. Romeo shows up. Pascal. Barkley. Rui. And last one. Always shows up, man. We'll start with that, but it's a debut. Zion pink camo debut for the Pelicans. Like I said, we always seem to find one. So, and not the by any stretch not the biggest pull, but it's a Zion pink camo. You take it. Alright, here we go. Anunoby for the Raptors. Hayward for the Celtics. Davis for the Raptors on the rookie. Kyle Anderson for the Grizzlies. Bryant for the Wizards. Barkley for the 76ers, right? Yeah. Porzingis for the Mavericks. Korkmaz for the 76ers. Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans. Ross for the Magic. Richardson for the 76ers. Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies. John Collins for the Hawks. Melly for the Pellies. Bogdanovich for the Jazz. Adebayo for the Heat. PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. Focus, come on. There we go. Gordon for the Magic. Love for the Cavs. Harden for the Rockets. Ibaka for the Raptors. Matthews for the Bucks. Langford for the Celtics. Zeller for the Hornets. Bertans for the Wizards. Pascal for Golden State. Russell for Golden State. Paul George for the Clippers. Barkley for the 76ers. Caldwell Pope for the Lakers. Lonzo Ball for the Pelicans. Rui for the Wizards. Nice one there. Forbes for the Spurs. And Tucker for the Rockets. And that left us at the Zion. So, not bad. Not bad. I'd say a couple solid pinks there. So, here we go. That does feel like a better way to do those, to be honest. Especially in basketball where there's only a couple that you sleeve. Football where it's like, you can get those boxes where it's like you're sleeving every third one. It's kind of crazy. Kuzma for the Lakers. Middleton for the Bucks. Covington for the T-Wolves. Lamb for the Pacers on the Mosaic. Got Game of Fox for the Kings. And Shaq for the Lakers. Set that down. Silver coming up. Bembry for the Hawks. Morris for the Knicks. Nance Jr. for the Cavs. Oladipo for the Pacers. Silver of Beverly for the Clippers. A couple little print dots on them. That one kind of rubs off. So Windler for the Cavs. But a couple little like spots on it. Again, Mosaic can be pretty bad for print lines at times. So or like just little dots or stuff. I'll try to call it like the really bad ones, but yeah. Fox for the Kings, Lou Williams for the Clippers, Bryant for the Wizards, green of Robinson III for Golden State, got game of Jokic for the Nuggets, and Rui debut for the Wizards. Conley for the Jazz, Durant for the Nets, Harris for the Nuggets, Hayward for the Celtics. Green got game of LeBron for the Lakers and Claxton for the Nets. Let's leave up the LeBron because it's a LeBron. Bogdanovich for the Kings. Markkanen for the Bulls. Matthews for the Bucks. Miles Turner for the Pacers on the green. Ooh, that one just yeeted itself. Weber for the Kings and Malone for the Jazz. Yeah. Miles Turner is fine though. Again, got some pretty good, a few layers of mouse pads below. So Rudy Gay for the Spurs, Towns for the T-Wolves, Korkmaz for the 76ers, Kevin Love for the Cavs. Got game Mosaic of Blake Griffin for the Pistons and Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans. There's a none. Jellica for the Kings, LeBron for the Lakers, Jokic for the Nuggets, Gallinari for the Thunder on the green, CJ McCollum on the one-to-one for Portland, and none for the Heat. Again, LeBron and Luka will just sleeve up as we go along because they are really the main two base that hold value. Ibaka for the Raptors, Zeller for the Hornets, Hart for the Pelicans, Harden for the Rockets, Davis for the Lakers on the Jam Masters, and Weatherspoon for the Spurs on the rookie. Oh, it does seem like that base card market is starting to finally die down. Randall for the Knicks, green for the Lakers, Paul for the Thunder, Cam Reddish for the Hawks on the green Mosaic, Rubio for the Spurs on the give and go, and Magic Johnson for the Lakers, right? Yep. On the USA base. Brooks for the Grizzlies, Herter for the Hawks, Booker for the Suns, Brogdon for the Pacers. Old School got game green of Pippen for the Bulls and Samanic for the Spurs. Irving for the Nets, Jones for the Hawks, Saric for the Suns, Jaylen Brown for the Celtics on the Mosaic, Anthony Davis on the got game for the Lakers, and Giannis for the Bucks on the MVPs. Bledsoe for the Bucks, O'Neal for the Jazz, Payton for the Knicks, Cauley Stein for Golden State, silver of Marcus Smart for the Celtics. This one has tons of print lines on it. Especially on this one side here. I'm trying to get them to show up, but all kind of down this side. But yeah, there's tons of like print lines and scratches all over the card. So Bowman for Golden State. Just as a heads up on that one. And do sleeve and top load all the silvers instantly just because they're the ones that do tend to hold their value the best. So it is kind of the premier chase, like main chase base card. Holiday for the Pacers, Simmons for the Trailblazers, Winslow for the Heat, Dinwiddie for the Nets on the green, Sean Kemp for the Supersonics, so OKC, and Cam Reddish for the Hawks on the debut. Tilikina for the Knicks, Gasol for the Raptors, Drew Holiday for the Pelicans, Ferguson for the Thunder, Tim Duncan for the Spurs on the Old School, and Nasir Little for Portland on the Rook. Ooh, we got a Mosaic rookie coming up. Gobert for the Jazz, Klay Thompson for Golden State, Clarkson for Utah, Sabonis for the Pacers. Oh no, it's parallel, but Steve Nash on the Old School for the Suns, and Cameron Johnson for the Suns. I love the old school Mosaic parallels. Those are really cool. Just the foiling with the background, like the card in general, are really nice. Fournier with the Magic, Robinson with the Warriors, Rubio with the Suns, Aiden for the Suns, lots of Suns here. Magic Johnson for the Lakers on the old school, and Steph for Golden State. Harrell for the Clippers, Crowder for the Grizzlies, Butler for the Heat, Cameron Johnson for the Suns on the green Mosaic rookie, Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers on the will to win, and DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks on the debut rookie. Hardaway Jr. for the Mavericks, Dinwiddie for the Nets, Grayson Allen for the Grizzlies, Steven Adams for the Thunder, Richardson for the Warriors, and Doumbia for the Pistons. Steph Curry for Golden State, LeVert for the Nets, Favors for the Pelicans, Maravich for the Hawks, Trae Young on the will to win for the Hawks, and Larry Bird for the Celtics on the Hall of Fame base. Few packs to go in the multi-pack box. Whiteside for Portland, Mitchell for the Jazz, Bertans for the Wizards, Tice for the Celtics, Mitchell for the Jazz, and Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs. I think we have a silver like rookie or like MVP left. Carmelo for Portland, Bridges for the Hornets, Dragic for the Heat, Nasir Little for Portland on the Mosaic rookie, Ben Simmons on the give and go for the 76ers, and Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies, because you normally get 3 silvers per cello, or per multi-pack box, so should have one left. And normally one's like the MVPs or like rookies, so either a debut or a true rookie. Van Vliet for the Raptors, Rose for the Pistons, Capella for the Rockets, Batum for the Hornets, and Dwayne Wade for the Heat on the USA Basketball. That one also counts in that, and Johnson for the Spurs. So it's just the higher numbers you get, like the silver, but not a bad one. USA Basketball. I mean, you'd rather have main team, but which is weird. I thought there'd be a little bit more. Like one thing that I was always a little bit confused by is how there's not quite the same affinity, but I guess because international basketball isn't the same as what it is in like other sports. Porzingis for the Mavericks, Gordon for the Magic, Buddy Hield for the Kings, Hardaway Jr. for the Mavericks, Rodman for the Bulls on the old school, and Ewing for the Knicks. And Anunoby for the Raptors, Anderson for the Grizzlies, DeRozan for the Spurs, Murray for the Nuggets, Steph Curry for Golden State on the GOT game, and Brad Dykes for the Knicks. Go ahead and shrink the base pile here. I'll just remove the base pile. All right, Blaster. Let's get another orange fluorescent. We haven't pulled one in a while. I'd say we're due, but really, like, probably not, because they're extremely tough to pull, and we don't know how many blasters they made, but assuming it's a decent amount. Here we go. Let's get something sick, though. Layman for the T-Wolves, Prince for the Nets, Give and Go of Rubio for the Suns, and Pascal for Golden State on the rookie. Ooh, I think we got a Genesis coming up. We have another Genesis coming up, so I mean, like, hey, they are actually really tough to hit in basketball. Football, not so much, but Carter Jr. for the Bulls, Collins for Portland, and Rodney Hood for Portland on the silver. Some print lines, but nothing like super bad. Batadze for the Pacers. Basketball, they're still super rare. But for us, apparently they're common. This is a 3 card pack. Simmons for the 76ers, Levine for the Bulls, and Jordan Poole for Golden State. So that's kind of weird. We might have a card. Yeah, there's an extra card in this pack. Grant for the Nuggets, Holmes for the Kings, McCollum for Portland on the will to win, and Diallo for the Thunder on the green, and Cam Reddish for the Hawks. So there's the extra card. Westbrook for the Rockets, Wiggins for the T-Wolves, Augustine for the Magic on the green, and Maravich for the Hawks. How many players are still on the their actual teams in this? It feels like a lot have changed teams. Portis for the Knicks, White for the Spurs, Davis for the Lakers, and Johnson for the Suns. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a rookie. If it's a rookie, it'd be a debut because it's on the left side. So the tell with Mosaic is that if you can see like the left edge of the card with the like nameplate, it's not a true rookie. Gallinari for the Thunder, Howard for the Lakers, Kohler for the T-Wolves on the debut rookie. It can be a debut, but it's not true. Reddish for the Hawks. All right. Slide one off the back here. Wade for the Heat, Warren for the Pacers, Plumlee for the Nuggets, and Powell for the Raptors. Not the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. Just kind of like, eh. I mean, it's a team that doesn't normally do super well, so. But nice one there for the Raptors, so. Honestly, the Luka Silver can go for now. Actually, no, the Zion Pink can go. The Luka Silver can stay. He stay, he go. Alright. Next blaster. Yeah, that's definitely one of those ones where it's like, I mean, if you have the Raptors and you're a Raptors fan, like, that's a good PC one because this was, you know, a year after they won everything, so. Portis for the Knicks, Bogdanovich for the Jazz, Iverson for the 76ers, and Jerome for the Suns. Well, odds on us having a Ty Jerome in the next pack. Never fails. Gallinari for the Thunder, Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, DiVincenzo for the Bucks, and Jerome for the Suns. Normally he's with Zion, right? At least sometimes. Got a silver coming up. Turner for the Pacers, Ross for the Magic, Chamberlain for the 76ers on the MVP Silvers, and Noel for the T-Wolves. This one actually looks okay, fairly clean. Yeah, pretty solid. That blaster was really good, that last one. So, Aiden for the Suns, Wright for the Mavericks, Drummond for the Pistons on the green, and Iverson for the 76ers. Guess maybe I'm wrong about my guess. Millsap for the Nuggets, Griffin for the Pistons, K.A. Towns for the T-Wolves, and Taco Fall for the Celtics. I don't know, I just always felt like I always felt like Zion was with Jerome, but maybe that's over an entire cello. Tucker for the Rockets, Thompson for the Warriors, Ewing for the Knicks, right? Yep. And then Steph for Golden State. It's a give and go. It's like something different. But Ball for the Pelicans, Irving for the Nets, Beal for the Wizards on the give and go, and Opala for the Heat. And last, well, there is a Zion, so I'm not entirely wrong. Paul George for the Clippers, O'Neal for the Jazz, Baines for the Suns on the green. Suns did well in Zion debut. So, pretty solid little basketball break there. So, Got you know, the two Morants, well, the two Dunk Morants, Zion Pink, Zion regular debut, the Genesis, the Luka Silver, not the biggest card, but like still solid. So, yeah, pretty good here. Thanks for coming out. We've got football up next in about 20 minutes or so. We got through this one really quick today. So, but yeah, see you then.